Welcome to Autumn at Weatherby's, one of the oldest and most famous sporting lodges in the United States, located in the town of Grand Lake Stream in Down East Maine. Weatherby's is perfectly situated for guests to enjoy all that Maine has to offer in the fall. Spectacular colors, some of the best weather of the year, upland bird hunting the way it used to be, and fishing beyond compare. This, combined with exceptional meals and wonderfully classic accommodations, makes Weatherby's the place to go for a fall getaway. October 1st marks the start of upland hunting in Maine. At Weatherby's, this means wild ruffed grouse and migratory woodcock. This is real hunting, the way it should be. No raised or stock birds here. Our wild birds provide a true challenge for the best of dogs, and our tight covers will test shooters who rarely miss. Weatherby sits on the edge of more than 1 million acres of forest land, with hundreds of miles of gravel roads allowing access to some of the best grouse and woodcock territory in the east. At first glance, all the terrain and growth will appear the same, but once you get acclimated, you'll begin to notice subtle differences. There are alder runs surrounding the area's many wetlands, abandoned, overgrown farms and orchards, and aspen and birch-studded hillsides. All are capable of holding birds, be it grouse, woodcock, or both. You'll find one of our local registered Maine guides invaluable in terms of getting you into and safely out of the most productive covers. Most of our guides have their own bird dogs, but guests are more than welcome to hunt over their own as well. Some choose to mix it up a bit in order to keep all the dogs fresh. For many of us, just watching the dogs work is reward enough for a long day in the field. But throw in an old hunting buddy, some crisp fall weather, a few wild birds, and you have all the ingredients for an experience to be remembered for a lifetime. And if all goes well, you may even get a few birds for the table. In the fall, birds of course are not the only game in town. Grand Lake Stream and its native landlocked salmon have lured fly fishermen from around the globe for nearly 2 centuries. A close cousin to the mighty Atlantic salmon, landlocks are famous for their jumping ability and deep surging runs. This combination can make it a real challenge for even experienced anglers to keep one on the hook. During the summer months, most salmon stay tucked away in deep pools or cruise the lakes to feed. In late September and October, however, they return to the river en masse to spawn, making this one of the best times of the year to fish. Grand Lake Stream is famous for its gin-clear water. Oftentimes, this makes it possible to see fish long before you cast to them, which is always a treat. The downside, however, is that what appears to be relatively shallow water many times is not. Please wade carefully.
It doesn't look that deep.
We will have tremendous angling, including some truly large fish in full spawning dress up until the season closes on October 20th. A day on the stream is a fabulous way to reconnect with family. Normal distractions just seem to get caught up in the flow and carried off downstream. We believe this is one of the reasons Weatherby's has many families that return season after season, year after year, and even generation to generation. 15 spacious and comfortable rustic cottages nestled amongst the trees provide housing for our guests. There's nothing quite like a warm fire and a good night's sleep to rest the legs and refresh the soul in preparation for the next day's activities. Each cottage has its own unique architecture and feel. Our advice is to come back often and experience them all. Breakfast and dinner are served in our main lodge, one of the largest structures in all of Grand Lake Stream. Prior to dinner, this is where guests gather to swap stories of the day's conquests on both field and stream. At Weatherby's, we are exceptionally proud of the meals we serve and know you will enjoy them as well. We only use the freshest ingredients, and virtually everything is homemade in our kitchen. For many of us in Maine, fall is the finest time of the year. Come visit us here at Weatherby's and find out why.